Hey guys, Gregory here, and today we have a very special lesson because we're going to be learning how to play the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. It's where I'm from, and this week we're celebrating 60 years as an independent nation. So I think it's only fitting that I do this lesson. Now, the anthem itself is not very hard to play on guitar, but it often catches me off guard when I'm at particular events, like say I'm playing in church, and they just announce that they're going to sing the anthem. I can never actually remember what the chords are or how to start the song. It has a very particular intro that I'm not always sure where to start. So this lesson we're going to talk about it. I'm also going to be playing it in a lower key than the original. I'm going to be playing it in the key of D minor to D major. But if you want to play it in the original key of F minor to F major, you can just put a capo on the 3rd fret and play the same chords that we're going to do in this lesson. So we're starting with the intro of the song. Now we're going to talk about the chords first. The chords that we'll find in the intro are F major. However, I'm going to be showing you how to play F major 7 because it's a bit easier to play. Although it doesn't sound quite right, it works. So F major 7 is 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, and then the open 1st string. And when we play this chord, we really want to aim for just 4 strings. The 4th string down to the 1st. That's the 1st chord. The next chord we have is a G major, right? Middle finger, 3rd fret, 6th string, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, and 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. Then we have an A major, so that's 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st. Then we go back to G, F, and then we want to end the last chord on a, it sounds nice if we use an A7 chord. We can use the A major again, but A7, I like the sound of the A7 here. So the A7 is, we have the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 5 strings, just like an A major. So those are the chords. Now I'll just add this part in here. If you know how to play bar chords, it might be a good idea to just use bar chords. When using the F, we can use a full-on F bar chord here on the 1st fret, and then a G on the 3rd fret, A on the 5th fret, then back to G on the 3rd fret, 1st fret on the F, and then an A7, like a normal. Alright, so let's talk about the intro for the strumming pattern. There are 2 strumming patterns that we're going to use. The first strum happens over the first 2 chords, F, G, and then when we get to the A, we're going to change the strumming pattern to something a little different. So I'm going to say it and play it. Here we go. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. So what I'm doing on the first 2 chords, the strum that I'm using is down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay? And then when I get to the A, I change the strum to just downs alone, but you count it in 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And to really make that strumming pattern pop, you really want to try to accent the first strum alone. So that means you're going to strum maybe the whole chord, as in, okay, if it's an A major, you aim for 5 strings in the strum. And then for the other 2 beats, you kind of pull back a little bit. You play maybe a little softer and aim for just the lower strings, maybe the 5th and the 4th string of the chord. So you have this. Dun, 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 like that. Full, short, short, kind of like that. So you have da, do, do, da, do, do, da, do, do, da, do, do. It really kind of adds that dynamic effect. Okay, so let me just put that together for you. It goes like this: F, bum, ba, dum, bum, G, bum, ba, 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 and then A, G, F, A7, and D minor. Now that D minor takes us into the verse. We're going to talk about that now. We're on to the verse now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the chords that we find in the verse first, and then we'll get into the strumming pattern, and then how to play it. So the first chord that we find in the verse is a D minor. We can play this by putting the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 1st string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then we want to strum 4 strings from the 4th to the 1st, and that's a D minor. The second chord, we can play it in two ways, right? That's G minor. We can play it by putting the first finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, middle finger also on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and 3rd finger also on the 3rd fret, but on the 1st string, and we can strum 4 strings once again to get a G minor. Okay? Now, what we can also do instead of playing it that way, if we were to go back to the D minor, to get to G minor, this way, the second way to play G minor, we can leave the 3rd finger where it is. We can just slide the middle finger across to the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then we can just add the pinky right below it on the 1st string of the 3rd fret, and that gives us a G minor. So that's a slightly simpler transition between those two chords, the D minor and the G minor, if we were to use these 3 fingers as opposed to these 3, right? We just have to kind of keep one finger there, slide one across, and add the pinky. Okay, so the next chord is the E minor, very simple. 1st finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, and we strum all 6 strings. We also have an E7. E7 sounds particularly good. You can also use an E major, but I'll show you the E7. The middle finger goes on the 2nd fret, 5th string, 1st finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and we strum all 6 strings. That's an E7 chord. We also have A major. We talked about that one before. And then we have D major, right? That's the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 4 chords. Okay, what else is there? I think that's it. Those are the chords in the song. One other thing I'll add in, I use A7 every now and again in the song, but A major and A7 are kind of interchangeable. Where you see A7, you can just play an A major. Okay, so let's talk about the rhythm of the verse now. The strumming pattern that we're using in the verse is a strumming pattern that we used in the intro. It's the second one that we used in the intro. It's the one where we count in 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, 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 down. And we want to make sure to accent the first strum by strumming maybe all the strings of the chord. And then for the other 2 beats, beats 2 and 3, we could kind of pull back a little bit by strumming maybe a little softer and aiming for the lower strings of the chord. So if it's a D minor, just aim for like the 4th and the 3rd string. If it's a G, you aim for the 6th and the 5th string. That kind of thing. So once you're comfortable with the chords and the strumming pattern, putting the song together shouldn't be much of a challenge. You may want to count the bars in a particular way though. I know I said the strumming pattern is a kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 type of strum, but it may make more sense to count those 3 strums as one beat. So it sounds more like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it makes more sense to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? It's just a lot easier to follow along if we do that. Okay, so there's one little oddity to look out for in terms of the rhythm. Near the end of the song, there's a particular bar. It happens twice. In the part where it goes, "And may God bless our nation," there's an A and a D that share a bar, but the A only takes up 1 beat, the first beat of the bar, where the D takes up the 3 remaining beats. So it might feel a bit odd, but we need to kind of keep that in mind because that's how the song is. That's how the song is. So I'm going to play it twice, that one line twice. I'm not going to continue the song. I'm going to play that one line twice by first singing it so you know exactly where I am. But then I'm also going to play it where I just count the beats so you can kind of hear it. So here it goes. And may God bless our nation, hear every chord. Okay? Now if I were to count the beats, it goes like this. And may 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then D, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? It's a little odd, but just be careful with that part. Okay, so with all of those things out of the way now, we know the chords, we know the strumming pattern. Okay, just drop my pick there. We know the chords, we know the strumming pattern, and we just need to be able to follow along with the chord chart. So I'm going to play the song one more time, but I'm kind of going to try to call the chords and count the beats as much as I can. I'm not actually going to sing the words of the song, right? If you're comfortable with the rhythm and the chords, this will help you the most because you can just practice playing along with me. Okay? If you're not getting the chord changes, then you may need to spend time practicing the chord changes separately outside of the song, and then you can always come back to this part here to listen and play along. Alright, so last time I'm going to play through the song and I'm going to try to help you as much as I can while I play it. Starting with the intro, the first chord is F. Here we go. F, then G, da, A, G, da, F and A7. Then D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. D minor again. 1, then G minor, da, then D minor, da, da, 2, 3, then G minor. 1, 2, 3, E minor. 1, 2, D minor, E7. 1, 2, 3, and then A major. 1, 2, 3, and then D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, D and G. 1, 2, 3, then A. 1, 2, 3, E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, then A. 1, 2, 3, D and A. 1, 2, and D and A. 1, 2, 3, D, G. 1, 2, 3, and A. 1, 2, 3, A, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. 1 and A. 2, 3, D, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the A, we do a roll. Da da da. Da. And A and D. Da da da. So I forgot to explain that last part. We just simply just strumming like a crazy person while we play those last two chords, A and D. Da da da. Maybe not too strongly because we don't want it to kind of overtake the singing. So kind of lightly. Da, da, like I hit the A7. Da da, then D. Da. And that's it. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. I hope you did enjoy. I hope it was useful to you. Happy independence, Trinidad and Tobago. Happy 60 years of being an independent nation. So if you did enjoy the lesson, please like, share, and subscribe. It will help me a lot. But until next time, goodbye.